Today we're learning about health with my health teacher, Mrs. Kress.
Hello.
Hello.
Thanks for having me on, George. We are going to talk about MyPlate today, which we talked about in health class. You might recognize this in the cafeteria at school, and it breaks down our food groups into 5 different categories. We have vegetables, fruits, grains, proteins, and dairy. And we also wanted to include some examples for our vegetarians out there, or if you're lactose intolerant, we have our dairy alternatives. So it's really important at each meal, you want your half of your plate to be fruits and veggies. Try to get a variety of protein. Most of your grains should be whole grains. And then also something that's not on here is you can always have water instead of dairy if you don't have that option. But water should be at every meal. So some examples of fruits are going to be anything that contains a seed. So I'll name a few, and then George, you can also name a few. But fruits are going to be strawberries, raspberries, blueberries, grapes. What else? What are some of your favorite fruits?
Bananas.
Bananas.
Do they have seeds?
They do. They're little teeny tiny seeds in the middle. Yes. So some seeds are big, some seeds are small. So like an avocado has a really big seed in the middle. So it's a fruit, whereas bananas have teeny tiny seeds, but still a fruit.
Right. Other fruits that some people think are vegetables are cucumbers, tomatoes, peppers.
Peppers, yep. So I like to say they are fruits by definition because they have a seed, but they have a reputation as a vegetable.
And also, it kind of depends on who you're asking. A scientist would say they're fruits. A chef would say they're vegetables.
Exactly. Great point, George. Yes. All right, let's move on here. We got vegetables. So another big portion of our plate here. Some of my favorite veggies are broccoli, carrots, asparagus, Brussels sprouts. I know a lot of people, though, that's kind of a hit or miss if you like Brussels sprouts. What are some of your favorite veggies? What do you like?
I do like broccoli, and I like carrots.
Corn and peas. That's another big one.
I love those.
Those are some good ones. And
green beans. I like green beans.
Yeah. Speaking of peas and some other beans, that's going to take us into protein here because beans and peas are a special type of food. Because yes, they belong in vegetables, but they can also be a protein. And for our vegetarians out there, that is super important. So instead of eating meat, you can get plenty of protein from beans, nuts, lentils, tofu, eggs, and then even some dairy products such as yogurt, cottage cheese, and even milk.
Would you mind if I write what beans are?
Go for it.
I'll just write it right here.
Legumes. Right.
Legumes.
Okay. Which can also fall under our category for our vegetarians out there. All right, moving on to grains. So for grains, like I said, whole grains are going to be our best option, which would include, do you want to take that? That's our vegetarian MyPlate.
Here's a vegetarian MyPlate. This is for vegetarians.
Made by one of my previous students too, who is a vegetarian, so coming from the source. All right, back to grains. So whole grains are going to be grains that come from a wheat product that still contain the whole kernel of the wheat. So we've got brown rice, we have whole wheat bread, they even make whole wheat pasta, oatmeal, quinoa. Some other great grains are cereal. Those are kind of my go-to for breakfast options.
I love cereal.
Right. The one thing you got to be careful though with cereal is sometimes it can have a lot of added sugar. So just read your food labels.
Also, we do have a food label back here. I will show it to you.
Total sugars, and then it includes how many grams of added sugars. So that's where you really want to look to see how much added sugar is being added. So you see a 20% there, which is high, super high. Right?
We don't want
to try to get aim for 0 to 5 when you're looking at added sugars. Okay? Our last group here is dairy products. So these are going to include things like cheese, yogurt, milk, ice cream. However, a lot of people are lactose intolerant, meaning they cannot break down the protein in milk, lactose. So some alternatives for them are almond milk, soy milk, cashew milk. And with these products, there's also cheeses, alternative yogurts, right? You can find lots of different options that still have that dairy flavored taste.
And one more thing about dairy alternatives, you don't have to be lactose intolerant. Like my camera mom, as you know her, she does not like milk, but she does like almond milk. She does like soy milk. She's never heard of cashew milk.
Now she can try it. There you go. I drink almond milk too, even though I like dairy products. I'm not lactose intolerant. I just prefer to have almond milk, and then I save up cheese for my dairy. I love cheese.
So do I.
All right. So there you have it, the MyPlate. Again, to summarize, half of your plate should be fruits and vegetables. Try to get whole grains for most of your meals, a variety of protein, dairy or dairy alternatives, and of course, water, plenty of water every day.
And you can learn more about MyPlate at MyPlate.gov.
Awesome.
And you
Check it
can
out.
just choose MyPlate.gov on this one.
There you go.
That's all we have to say for you, and we will see you
See ya.
next time. Bye.